We've got 1:28 left now in the first quarter. Here's McCain, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's McCain after Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. Can't get it to fall. Thompson with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. The three. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Back to Marshall. To the wing on the left. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Drummond. Here's Grimes. Drained it for 2 points.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Mavericks. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
26.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Here's Russell. Joel Embiid with the board. 76ers trail by 8. Pass to Barlow. Philadelphia moving it around. Now here's Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Guys, back to you.
Now to have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Washington. The three is up. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Down low. Second chance effort. Barlow with a bucket.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Sixers trail by 6. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Pass to Flagg. Fires the three. Buries it from three. Flagg's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Maxey. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. The floater. Nembhard, good. And it's a 9-point Dallas lead. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Embiid misses. Here's Davis. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
It has got to be terribly frustrating to deal with Anthony Davis when you're guarding him. I mean, you try to get physical with him. You don't give him a clean look, and he still winds up with the bucket and the foul.
And it's Maxey missing. And Dallas with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Davis. Here's Flagg. George defending. Inside. Back to Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Paul George pulls down the board. 76ers trail by 12. And here's Grimes. To the inside. Out to Oubre. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
So both teams changing it up here. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day. Yeah, once Flagg gets the ball in there, it's pretty much a done deal.
Philadelphia moving it around. And here's Oubre from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Oubre's got 5.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Davis. Oh, Davis asserts himself at the rim.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Now Oubre. And so we wrap up the first half. Mavericks ahead, up 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
46.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Pass to Davis. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Edgecombe. There's the drive. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
And the jam by George.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Pass to Flagg. Over to the left wing. Now Gafford. Embiid covers. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Philadelphia making a change here. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside Maxey. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
And he makes both free throws.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
For the finish! Rips down the breakaway slam.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Here's Gafford. Pass to Flag. The open shot by Thompson. Gets it to go from the corner. Thompson's got 21. Here's Barlow. Left side Maxey. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Thompson outside. Pass to Flag. Back to Thompson. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from accuracy.
And the layup is good off the glass.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back over to you, Brian.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And Philadelphia making a change here. And he's good on the second. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 10-point game. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Let's go with a three. Kept alive. Oh, he hangs. In there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses his length and instincts to do a good job on the glass.
Off the mark there with a three. The kick out to Maxey. This one for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here's Thompson for three. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. And the Mavericks, another three.
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter here. Launches a three. Pass to Thompson. From deep three-point land. No luck on that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Substitution for your 76ers.
Stolen by Gafford. And so it's Dallas, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More to...
Dallas, 63.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. 76ers trail by 14.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And Philadelphia making a change here. No good on the quick three. The Mavericks lead by 14. Pass to Flag. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple.
And you gotta love the floor spacing Flag offers this team. When he's dialed in from deep, this offense can be very dangerous.
Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And it's Gafford missing. Edwards fires from way outside. Thompson pulls it in.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Pass to Embiid. And here's Edwards. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Embiid. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got 17 now, just in the second half. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Edgecombe. And Gafford with the block. They recover it. For 3, George. Thompson pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the foul on Jared McCain. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Thompson. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Out to the right wing. Now here's Davis. He's covered by Oubre. Oh, it's off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside George. Fires the 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
And he drives in.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. to the glass with that one.
Yeah, when a first overall pick is giving you extra hustle like Flagg did there, that makes coaches smile.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. 76ers trail by 17.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Oubre. Now George. Oh, he can't get the layup. Here's Thompson. Washington fires. Nails it from 3.
Washington.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Mavericks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Klay Thompson.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Clock at 6. Thompson. No good from 3. It's off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Davis controls the rebound and the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Mavericks ball. Substitution on the court.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Here's Wembanyama to the inside. And the basket by Vassell. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Wembanyama, left side. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Holmgren can't hit. Fox feeling it out a bit. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. To the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Holmgren.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
He throw good, Wembanyama. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Vassell outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Thunder with possession. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Pass to Barnes. The kick out to Fox. Now Castle. Spurs pass a 3 from Barnes. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Holmgren outside. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nobody near Barnes. No good on the 3. So it's the Thunder now. SGA from outside gets the 3-pointer to fall. SGA's got 10.
Well, you just get to your spot and rise and fire. The confident pull-up from Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's up a 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Edwards, good.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around.
Now here's Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Now the Timberwolves with it. And the basket by Edwards.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Reed gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The putback. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Reeves got his second bucket of the game to go. From 20 feet out. Edwards, no good. Fast break, Minnesota. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Garnett in the screen. Counted good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Oh, here's Edwards. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Here's Edwards. Buried from 15 feet out. Edwards got 6 points.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
They get it back. And Garnett with the slam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
54 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Edwards from the arc.
How about the edge Butler plays with? Has a fire in his eyes on defense and just always tries to shut his man down.
Yes, that goes in.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
It's stolen by Edwards. Garnett outside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Towns. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For three, Edwards. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Aggressive at run. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Snatched up. And it's Towns missing. Minnesota in the lead. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Love outside. The kick outside to Butler. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And Towns gets it to go.
So operate down low.
Down low. McDaniels outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Fades back. Edwards flies in to cap off the break. What hustle!
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And Butler gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Out to the right wing. Pass to McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. And stolen by Butler. Here's Towns. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards inside. 8 points for him. Count it. Reeves got 6.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy one.
Here's DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Second chance effort. Gobert. Banked in off the glass. And here are the Timberwolves. Kicks it out to Love. Garnett, the screen. Garnett just attacking the rim.
And I just love how Butler uses that pick and roll. Whatever the defense gives him, he takes.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
It's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Fires for 3. Here's Garnett. Another shot. Oh, Garnett, aggressive.
Reads shot trajectories so well. Garnett understands how to capitalize on that offensive glass.
DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The Timberwolves trail. Back to Edwards. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Edwards looking it over. And the dunk by Towers.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Good if it goes. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Marbury. No good on the shot. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing by 4. Here's Serbiak. Here's Gugliotta.